and welcome. You're on to Aspheric TV and this is the evening news wrap-up. My name is Double Gift. The headlines: Reps invite Ministers of Finance, Power, others over $33 million Azura power deal. He presented himself as a responsible person. Ogun Monarch speaks on why he conferred singer Portable with chieftaincy title. Cultists shoot rival dead in Lagos restaurant. Suspects nabbed. Why I stoned my 2 sons to death by father. Please stay with us. I'll go on a short break. When I return, I'll give you details of this. Welcome back. Now the news. The House of Representatives has invited the Ministers of Power and Finance and heads of Bureau of Public Procurement, BPP, Niger Delta Power Holding Company, NDPHC, over a $33 million Azura power purchase agreement. Other agencies invited include Nigeria Bulk Electricity Transmission, NBET, Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, and Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commission, NERC. James Faleke, Chairman House of Reps Committee on Finance, which is investigating alleged breach of agreements and perennial power failure in the country, invited the heads of all the agencies in Abuja on Tuesday. Mr. Faleke said the agencies would be brought before the committee to explain their role in the power deal, adding that the appropriate dates for their appearance before the committee would be communicated to the affected agencies. The committee had on August 19th discovered that the country was committed to a monthly payment of $33 million in a take-or-pay deal. The committee, however, discovered that Azura power plants had not been able to deliver the 450 megawatts of electricity agreed to the TCN to the national grid since the contract was signed. Mr. Faleke, however, told the managing director TCN, Sule Abdulaziz, to present its budget allocation from 2002 to date and the contract awarded and the certificates by TCN on power transmission line. He said that if Azura would demand money in dollars from power being generated, Nigeria should also demand money from Azura in dollars for power being used from the national grid. The committee also asked TCN to provide it with its internally generated revenue IGR from 2010, including its audit report, while also picking holes in the IGR being spent by TCN outside budgetary provision. The Onitigbo of Tigbo-Ilu Land, Ogun State, Olabode Thomas-Fagbayi, has explained why he conferred a chieftaincy title on controversial singer Habeeb Okikiola, popularly known as Portable. It will be recalled that the Zazu star sparked uproar on Monday, August 22nd, when he took to social media to announce his new title as the Olabode of Tigbo-Ilu Land. Netizens queried the monarch's decision to bestow a chieftaincy on Portable, owing to the fact that he has been in the news multiple times for the wrong reasons. Speaking in a chat with Premiumtimes, the Ogun monarch maintained that people's accounts of Portable's personality differed from what he saw when he met the singer. The monarch, who noted that Portable is a native of Tigbo town, described him as a very respectful and well-behaved. I visited a school in my domain where I have gotten a report of misbehaviour among the pupils and students of the school, so I went to the school to talk briefly with them. It was there that I was told that somebody called Portable was passing through my domain and was throwing money at people, and in the process, many got injured. Because of that, I summoned him to my palace and he came twice, but I wasn't at the palace when he came. So one day I was walking on the road and I saw him driving. I called for him and he immediately came with his boys, and they all prostrated on the road. His mom is from Tigbo and he too lives here. He presented himself as a responsible person and we take him as that. Some people might have reservations about him, but even at that, he is our son, he said. 3 suspected members of the Klansman confraternity have been arrested by men of the Lagos State Police Command for allegedly shooting a member of the Aye confraternity, Akinola Ayegbusi, to death at a restaurant in the Alapere area of the state. Normal activities were ongoing when the suspects, who were said to be on a revenge mission, trailed Ayegbusi to the front of the restaurant. After spotting him, the suspects, who were armed with guns and cutlasses, allegedly shot Ayegbusi. In a bid to escape, the victim ran into the restaurant. Thereafter, the suspects, numbering 6, were seen in a video clip captured by the closed-circuit television installed on the premises of the restaurant, shooting and using cutlasses to hack Ayegbusi so he died. The attack threw the security guard, workers and customers who came to patronize the restaurant into panic as they were seen in the video clip, running helter-skelter to escape from the crime scene. The suspects left the premises of the restaurant after perpetrating the crime. A source who spoke to Punch on Tuesday said residents in the area alerted the police after the suspects fled from the crime scene. The policemen from the Alapere division quickly mobilized to the restaurant. They evacuated the corpse and commenced investigation, the source said. The state police public relations officer SP Benjamin Hundeyin, in a statement on Tuesday, identified 3 of the suspects as Jamiu Rashid, Emmanuel Samson and Sheruf Module. He said efforts were on to arrest other fleeing members connected to the crime, adding that the suspects will be arraigned at the conclusion of the investigation. Calls-related attacks and killings had been ongoing for a while in the Alapere area of the state. The rampaging cultists allegedly killed the father of 3, identified only as Oluwole, a man identified simply as Labalaba, and a yet-to-be-identified tricycle operator in the Aboyi area of Alapere. Landlords, residents, and business owners in the area had been calling on the Lagos State Police Command, to mobilize policemen to restore normalcy in the community. A 25-year-old father in Adamawa State, Elisha Tari, has explained why he stoned his 2 sons to death last week. He said he stoned the boys, who are 3 and 5 years, because they disobeyed him. I asked them to say God, but they said fire instead. He told newsmen at the police headquarters in Yola, where he's been held over the incident. The indigene of Himike village in Michika local government area was nabbed last Thursday for allegedly hitting his 2 children with stones, leading to their deaths. Elisha is a local musician whose wife left, leaving the 2 children with him. Speaking to newsmen while being paraded with 30 other suspects, Elijah said the children came to him in the kitchen on that fateful day while he was cooking for them, and they started a conversation. He added he got to a point of asking them to say God, but that they instead said fire and kept repeating fire, fire instead of God. I became provoked with their action, as a result of which I picked up stones and hit them on their heads, he said. He admitted to being an Indian hemp smoker, an inhaler of snuff, in addition to taking alcoholic drinks. That's the news. My name is Dabro Gift. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Aspheric TV on YouTube. And please follow us on all of our social media platforms. On Instagram and Twitter, we are Aspheric News. And on Facebook, we are official Aspheric News. Thanks for watching. Bye.